Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies, and comrades, this is Kenya Revolutionary. I'm on now. If you're watching this, whatever you are, please join. We are going to talk about the political zeitgeist, the current political zeitgeist, as the Germans will say. If you're watching this, whatever you are, please join. I will start by a couple of tweets from X. It's not Twitter anymore, it's X. So give me a moment as I send this link to a couple of people. That way you can join in the discussion. If you're interested, if you want to watch, that's fine. I'll be ranting for about 30 minutes. Ranting and raving for 30 minutes, then I'll leave. Again, if you want to join, you are free to. Here's the link. Let me put it in the comment section. That way you can join if you decide to. If not, that's fine too. But here it is, and I will highlight it so you know. There you go. There you go. There's a link, just if you're wondering, whatever you are. All right, let me see. Give me a second here. Let me set up real quick. Let me send some link to a couple of people. So bear with me. I will start with a tweet. Actually, the topic will be based on a tweet by Mr. Frederick Okango. He's an aspirant for the Langata seat, since Jalas might be leaving, abdicating that seat. But yes, like I say, just give me a second. Let me put these links up there. Send this link to a couple of people, then we'll see. We'll take it from there, okay? But so bear with me. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends and enemies and comrades, it's about to get interesting. As I say, do join. You can join in. Sorry, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. Let's see. Okay, here we go. We are going to start our rants and ravings about the political zeitgeist, current political zeitgeist of Kenya. I will start by Frederick Okango's tweet. It says, it's a lengthy one. I'll read it to you so you know what we're talking about, okay? It says, I have listened to Gachagua telling and threatening his boss, William, that there is no constitutional provision to audit the election as proposed by NADCO. Firstly, let me remind him that IEBC has provided Firstly, let me remind him that IEBC has provided for in COK, Constitution of Kenya 2010, is responsible for the facilitation and the observation, monitoring, and evaluation of elections. Secondly, an audit is an evaluation of a person, organization, project, product, or primarily for the purpose of determining its validity and authenticity, or to verify adherence to a set of predefined processes. Thirdly, the objective of any auditor is to evaluate the results of the audit to determine whether the audit evidence obtained is sufficient and appropriate to support the opinion to be expressed in auditor's report. Finally, as the Mio TV have tabled audit of the 2022 presidential election as an issue, and it has harmonized under issue number 2C of the statement of issues by NADCO. That is our position. So basically, Mr. Frederick Okango is claiming that this, as the Mio folks, these talks that are being held, that are being led by Kalonzo Musyoka and Kimani Chungwa, they have the by the constitution, they can actually tell IEBC to open the server for the purpose of auditing what happened in the last elections in 2022. I beg to differ, and I'll read another tweet that kind of opposes this position. Okay. But as I say, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies, and comrades, I have sent a couple of links to some people. Let's see how it goes. I don't know if I'm going to be joined. I don't know who's going to join me or who's not going to join me. And if they don't join me, that's fine. But I'll keep on ranting and raving, and you can watch this later and enjoy my rants, hopefully. Anyway, as I said, I read Frederick Okango's tweet. He's a lawyer, one of Raila's lawyer, a staunch ODM supporter, member of the ODM party. If you remember this week, for those who are still living under the rock, a couple of MPs were kicked out of the ODM party for colluding with the ruling party, UDA. Some of them have fought this, are trying to fight this legally through the courts. Two of them have said they're okay with stepping down and seeking a fresh mandate, going back to their constituency for a re-election, which I think is interesting. But let's see what's what and what's not. Again, before I read the next tweet, I would like to send a couple of links to a couple of people that can maybe they might join me. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe not. It's okay. All right. So give me a second, and I will reread Mr. Okango's tweets for one last time before I read the counter tweet by somebody else. I think Dr. Miguna also mentioned something about this idea of this bipartisan coalition talks, claiming that they have the authority to order or ask IEBC to open the servers. Again, we will find out very soon if that's something that can be done or not. Where does the truth lie in this? Okay, let me see here. Join in. I see some people are watching from their Twitter. That's good. Keep it on. Join the fun. Right. Okay. Again, let me see here. Give me a second. Bear with me. As I send these tweets out for people who want to join. For those who do not want to join, that's fine. Let me see here. Who am I sending this to? Crap. How do I send this? Okay, I got it. All right, let's go back. Fred Okango. We'll reread his tweet one more time because that's where I'm basing my talk today. Fred Okango is said to be running for the MP position, member of parliament position for Langata's constituency. He's also one of the Raila's lawyers, I guess. And he's one of the hierarchy. He's high in ranks in the ODM party. Again, I will read this. He said this in his tweet today. He said, I have listened to Gachagua telling and threatening his boss, William, referring to President William Ruto, that there is no constitutional provision to audit the election as proposed by NADCO. Okay? Firstly, let me remind him that IEBC, as provided for in the Constitution of Kenya 2010, is responsible for the facilitation of the observation, monitoring, and evaluation of elections. Secondly, an audit is the evaluation of a person, organization, project, product, or primarily for the purpose of determining its validity and authenticity, or to verify adherence to a set of predefined processes. Thirdly, the objective of an auditor is to evaluate the results of the audit to determine whether the audit evidence obtained is sufficient and appropriate to support the opinion to be expressed in the auditor's report. Finally, as Azimio TV, we have tabled audit of the 2022 presidential election as an issue and has been harmonized under issue number 2C of the Statement of Issues by NADCO. That is our position, okay? In a nutshell, what Mr. Frederick Okango is saying is that in this bipartisan talks that was agreed upon, the agendas that were agreed upon by these two party coalitions, he's saying that these two party coalitions in their resolution or their agreed agenda, they have the authority to order or ask or request the IEBC to audit the machines or whatever the case is, the results, to audit the results that were announced by Chebukati during the electoral process, to see if there's any kind of funny business, malfeasance or anything. Okay, that's what he's basically saying. But, and there's a big but there. There are people who disagree with him. Let's take a look at Miguna's tweet regarding this. Okay, let's do this. Let's read this. This is another lawyer who have a different view to what he's saying. Okay, all right. Let's read this. Just give me a second. Let me find that exact tweet. All right. Here it is. Are you guys ready? All right. Here's what Miguna says about this. This is 100% correct. As I said, he's not referring to Okanga's tweet. He's referring to a tweet that he made months ago about this auditing of the elections. Okay. As I said months ago, there is no constitutional, legal, or political legitimacy or basis for the so-called audit of presidential election. The so-called bipartisan group has zero mandate, authority, or capacity to conduct the audit. And after the purported audit, there is no constitutional mechanism of implementing the outcome of the audit. The Supreme Court rendered a unanimous judgment. End of story. Let me break it down to a non-lawyerly talk. The issue is these two bipartisan party coalition talks. Remember, I said in my previous rants and ravings that these two party coalitions, they are ironing their difference as party coalitions. The differences between these two parties, it's not the Kenyans in general have no problem with the results that was announced. It is these two parties. Actually, it's the Azimio party that are trying to get this their counterparts in Kenya Kwanza to agree on this issue of auditing these elections. And we are saying this, there's no way they can carry out, they don't have the authority to do so, regardless of what the agenda they agree on or what resolution they come up with. They have no legal basis in which they can conduct this audit they cannot tell the IBC to conduct audit on this election because the issue has legally been settled. We went to the Supreme Court. Remember, the Supreme Court is the governing body, the branch of government, okay, that we the people donated our sovereign authority for them to carry out judgment in any disputation, okay? So if the legal authority, the highest court of the land, the Supreme Court, says that, hey, we have seen the evidence that you presented and have come to a conclusion that you have no case, it's done, okay? You cannot go form a committee, a bipartisan committee, and then agree and say that, oh, now we can actually go around what the Supreme Court has decided and ask IBC to open their servers and to audit them for the sole purpose of trying to ascertain the truth as to who won the election. That matter has been settled. So, Mr. Frederick Okanga, please, I will read Meguna's tweet one more time. He said, as I said months ago, there is no constitutional, legal, or political legitimacy or basis for the so-called audit of presidential election. The so-called bipartisan group has zero, nada, nilch, mandate, authority, or capacity to conduct the audit. And after the purported audit, there is no constitutional mechanism of implementing the outcome of the audit. The Supreme Court rendered a unanimous judgment. End of story. Mr. Okanga and the ODM people, and sorry, Kenya Kwanza, and also Azimio, especially on the Azimio plan, please let it rest. This will not happen. It will not happen. The judiciary has already ruled on the issue. The highest court of the land has ruled on the issue. Let it go. It's over. It's not going to happen. So these bipartisan talks, they might as well just stop talking because whatever they're asking or requesting is not going to be a possibility, okay? So let's go back to Mr. Frederick Okango, okay? Anyway, let's move away from that. There's other issues that are happening right now. Today, we saw that Mr. Raila Odinga went to Kisii, and apparently he was not actually welcomed in some places in Migori on his way to Kisii. In Migori, first of all, was it Migori today or yesterday? I don't know, but there's a picture here that actually shows that he was actually attacked by some youth, stoned. They are getting actually tired of, they're not happy about the decision to kick out some of the members of the ODM, including one of them, Jalas is the most famous one on that. Ojienda was also kicked out of that, among others. And some youth are not happy about that. So here's what the people are asking now. The question is, can ODM legally kick out these representatives, okay? Jalas and the gang, Elisha, Jalas, Ojienda, and so forth and so forth. We saw a couple of MCAs who were kicked in Kisumu County, who are deemed by ODM as not being members anymore. Can they legally do that? What does the law says in regards to that? Because their crime seems to be they went and met the president, did not ask permission from their ODM leader, chairman, whoever that is. Because apparently Raila is not even the ODM chairman. He is Azimio. There are two members of Azimio party, Martha Karua and Raila Odinga. So how come a foreigner can make this decision on the behalf, sit on the National Executive Committee of the ODM and decide that these guys should be kicked out of the party? And what crime did they actually commit? What wrong did they commit in order to merit this expulsion from ODM? That's what we are asking ourselves now. Was it merited, the kick out? The answer is, in my humble opinion, no. But anyways, let's see what people are saying about that. I'm 19 minutes in. I have 10 more minutes. Let me see if I can see somebody wants to get in. It's getting hot. Whew. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies, and comrades. Let's see here, Mbishi. Okay. Apparently in Tanzania, there's Suluhu Samia seems to be, she's not the Suluhisho there. Um, she has detained a couple of opposition. Mr. Tundu Aliso is detained illegally by the police, together with Catherine Ruge, Susan Kiwanga, and others have been kicked out, detained by Suluhu, the president of Tanzania. That's an issue for another day. I'll get some. I will get someone to talk to us about that. But let's get back to Kenya, because that's what the headline's saying. Rants and ravings on the political zeitgeist, current zeitgeist of Kenya. Okay, political mood in Kenya. It's okay. So with this expulsion of these MPs and MCAs from ODM, can these guys legally go to, have a legal standing or legal argument in court and say that, hey, we did not violate the ODM party rules by meeting President Ruto, okay? Because I don't think meeting the president is actually a bad thing. Raila did that. Is Raila supposed to be kicked out of his Azimio party or whatever the case party belongs to, just because he went and shook hands with Ruto? Again, I keep on maintaining this. The first responsibility of any party representative that has been elected by the people, he is responsible to his voters, his constituency, okay? So Jalas' first responsibility is to the Langata people. He's answerable to the Langata people. It's not the party. Yes, he belongs to a member of party and he should adhere to the rules of the party. Him meeting the president, as he claimed, he met the president for the sole reason of soliciting for development for his Langata constituency, is not a violation by itself. If you went and met Ruto and say that he wants to become a member of UDA, then that's a different case, okay? But again, Jalas has made it clear that, he will leave the ODM. I don't know if that's the case. Actually, he said something different. He said that he will remain the MP until 2027. So that's an interesting take, and we'll see what will happen with that, if that's actually going to happen. All right, let's move to the next issue. I have about 8 minutes before I get out, unless somebody comes here and challenges me or talk to me about something they think is different. Okay. Let's see. Gabriel Oguda on Twitter is saying, the government of Kenya has instructed TikTok to disable the live feature on devices streaming from Kenya to prevent the broadcasting of pornographic content and inculcate good morals among the youth. When asked when they shall also be writing to TikTok to ban government officials who okay, this is funny. When asked when they shall also be writing to TikTok to ban government officials who steal public money, the CEO of Kenya Film Classification Board said, "Buju buju." That's on a lighter note. Anyway, who else is out here? For those who care about sports, Hans Flick, the German president, national team head coach, has been fired by Germany after losing 4-1 to Japan yesterday. Anyway, here Boni Kalwale has been having too much fun in Finland. Apparently, he met with Opium Wandanyi in Holland, Schiphol Airport. Apparently, Wandanyi was leaving US heading to Kenya, and Boni Kalwale was in Schiphol, I don't know, heading to Kenya. I don't know. They're having fun. These are your MPs using your taxpayers' money. I don't know what they're doing with their money, but Boni Kalwale has been really on social media showing where, having fun. I don't know what time these senators do their jobs, okay? Anyway, the people of Kakamega, you have a say in this. You voted this guy, so I don't know. Okay, let's see. What's the next tweet here? The People's Watchman, Mr. Mwangi. What's his name? Mwangi. I forgot his first name, but anyway, we'll skip that. We'll skip that. Ekuru Okot. Ekuru Okot with Punguza Mzigo. Somebody challenge Ekuru Okot, saying when Dr. Ekuru Okot was proposing the same through Punguza Mzigo, he was busy coming up with the new English terminologies. All these idiots suggesting a reduction had a chance to push Punguza Mzigo, then hypocrites and seeking relevance. Okay. Anyway, that's Punguza Mzigo stuff. I wasn't talking about that today. Today we were just talking about the pronouncements, or at least the tweets by Frederick Okango, who is aspires to become the next Langata MP. I guess he will be, going through it with Mr. What's his name? I forgot his name. But anyway, he's a lawyer. He claims that these bipartisan talks, these bipartisan groups, Kenya Kwanza and Azimio, they have the authority to tell the IEBC to open the servers for the sole purpose of auditing to see if it's actually the results were real. But as we know, these two people have no legal standing on that. They don't have the authority to ask the IEBC to do that because the court had already ruled on that issue. So there will be no, I repeat, there will be no audit of the 2022 presidential election. It's a done deal. I just spilled my drink. Wonderful. That's I have to clean up. So anyway, I'll be wrapping up in 5 minutes unless somebody comes in, but I will be wrapping up in a few minutes because I have to clean this mess that I've just done here. But anyway, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, my name is Kenya Revolutionary. Find me on YouTube. What else? Oh, crap. All right, I will have to end this session because I have to clean up. But again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go subscribe to my channel. It's Kenya Revolutionary. I'm on Twitter as Kenya Revolutionary. Comment, like, share, and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you, and God bless. Peace and blessings.